Thank you everyone for being here. My name is Ryan Camacho. I'm here with Travis Winnan, and we're here to talk to you about MyCarrier. MyCarrier is a software solution aimed at solving the problem for shippers in the LTL space. With over 8,000 shipping companies using our platform today, we're really trying to remove that headache that really comes with processing LTL orders. From quote to cash, we're going to go through a demo of our system today and really help you understand how people automate that process. And to start the process, we're going to talk a little bit about how orders come into the system. And for that, I'll kick it over to Travis.
Yeah, so that journey starts with getting orders from your from your system of record into MyCarrier. And the reason that we have that is we've spent a lot of time in the warehouses with our customers, and we've seen just about every manual process that you can imagine that it takes to ship LTL. And if you don't have an LTL system of record, you're stuck doing a lot of manual work. A lot of spreadsheets, a lot of emails, a lot of jumping back and forth between systems. Not with MyCarrier, all of that can be automated. Our platform integrates with your system of record, pulls in the order automatically, and prepares the shipment for dispatch without any manual intervention.
Thanks, Travis. Let's take a look at what that looks like as we go into our demo. And we're going to start on a screen called Quick Ship. Quick Ship is really your managed by exception screen. It can be plugged into your ERP, your WMS. You can use our APIs to integrate with our system, but everything's going to kind of flow in here. And if we crack open the different days, we can see that all of our orders are flowing in from our system of record, whether it's my ERP, my WMS. You can set up rules in our system to say, hey, I want to go with this carrier, I want it to rate shop, I want it to choose the fastest, the cheapest, et cetera. Or you can go in and manually go through the process, and you can pick your carriers. If I go ahead and open up one of these orders that came into the system, it's going to go ahead and it's going to look at all my different carriers. And these carriers that we're seeing here, they're my negotiated rates, right? They're your contracts between yourself and the carrier. We're not throwing any sort of change on there. They're your actual rates that are always up to date through the API. And really, to make this possible, it needs to be an understanding of what type of relationship we have with the carriers. And for that, I'll let Travis explain it.
Yeah, we have a very strong and unique relationship with the carriers. From the beginning, we saw that carriers needed a better way to connect with their shippers, and they were experiencing the exact same problems that you do, right? Trouble communicating, not being able to scale without adding people. So MyCarrier has partnered with the lion's share of LTL carriers to provide seamless connectivity and real-time rates for you.
It's important to understand that relationship because what that enables for our shippers is to have better data and have more context. And really what that ultimately translates to is having better conversations with your carriers, building that relationship, making it more strong, and really just streamlining your entire LTL process. So to continue the demo, I'm going to go ahead and select one of these rates, and it's going to bring us to our last confirmation screen. Because we're integrated, all the data is already there. I'm just doing a quick visual check to make sure everything looks good, and I can go ahead and I can dispatch that shipment. This is going to go ahead and automatically talk to the carrier APIs. It's going to go ahead and dispatch that. It's going to get my pickup number. It's going to get my electronic pro number, so no more pro stickers. I have my documentation, my shipping labels. I'm good to go. If I'm the shipper in the warehouse, I process that shipment in just a few seconds, and I can move on to my next one, really increasing the velocity of that process for the LTL. The next piece that we really run into, and as this gets picked up and moves its journey, we're going to have tracking and milestones there. But when it gets to its destination, right, the shipper's going to go ahead and get a bill. They're going to get that freight invoice from that carrier. And there's a really great tool that we're going to show in just a second here that shows how you can really automate that process. And I'll let Travis explain it.
Yeah, so those connections you've just established with your carriers aren't just for quoting and dispatching. When you connect with your carriers through MyCarrier, you also gain the ability to process invoices and ready your shipments for payment through My Invoice Hub. This allows shippers to quickly audit freight invoices against quotes and only focusing on exceptions, cutting down on that manual work.
And to Travis's point, right, it's managed by exception. So we run into so many folks that have to get these invoices in the mail. They're getting them emailed. They're going to the website. They're downloading them. Accounting is putting spreadsheets together. They're talking to operations. They're not sure what to dispute, or they're just blind paying and leaving money on the table. This tool allows you to get full transparency of that data under one roof. So kind of a single pane of glass across my carrier network to look at all my different invoices. We digitally get those invoices. We compare them against the quote, and then give you the difference there. And so if I'm a user in here, I'm going to go ahead and filter by open. These are the ones that fell outside of my acceptable threshold. Maybe I don't care about $1. Maybe I do. I can set that, and then it's going to go ahead and categorize and status these so I can review them. If I want to go dig into them, I can actually see side-by-side details on my invoice details and my quote details to identify if there was a discrepancy. In this case, it looks like there was a reway. If I needed to, I can actually start the dispute process through our platform. So this is another piece that's really hard for folks to keep track of their disputes, understand what's been sent out, when do I need to follow up. With our process here, you can go ahead and do your dispute. You can send it over to the carrier. You can CC in your rep so everyone has visibility, and you can get some of that money back. Another big piece that our shippers tended to struggle with is claims. Nobody really likes going through the claims process, but it's a part of LTL. So if I go into the claims module here, historically, we allowed folks to purchase insurance through our platform, through our great partner LoadShore. We've now extended that capability in claims so you can interact with your carriers directly. So instead of going to the website, filling out all of their specific stuff, we've kind of put that all under one area here, and I can go ahead and create a claim for a specific carrier. I can reference a historical shipment that I've processed, so it autofills all that data. And I can go ahead and put in additional details as well as attach documentation. And I can go ahead and get that packet together. Again, I can email it out to my carrier and start that claims process. We also have analytics that's driving all of this on the back end, so I can understand on the invoice side, where my discrepancies happening, why are they happening on the claims side, how much money is left out there on the street, what needs to be recouped. So it's really important to understand that MyCarrier continues to go another layer deep on the LTL automation side and really break down those walls for our shippers.
So before we wrap up, let's revisit why we're here. Without a good system, shipping LTL can suck, but it doesn't have to. MyCarrier is easy to set up, easy to use, and the connections that you're establishing not only are going to help you increase your operational efficiency, but facilitate stronger partnerships with your carriers through that connectivity.
Thanks, Travis. We are super happy to be here, and thank you for the time. Thanks, FreightWaves. We have a booth out in the hallway between number 9 and number 8. Come by and sink a putt, and we'll put you in a raffle to win a really nice putter that we have. Thank you guys so much. Come by the booth. We'd be happy to talk to you.
Thank y'all.